We will talk about everything. Fear not, we'll investigate what rule states. Paul continues, now that he's talking to me, it kind of reminds me of when November. Gratz pulled off his whole Luna scam. This reminds me of Paul when I listen to it. Let's examine a David Schwartz XRP chart. It may move from $27 to $33, indicating that equities are likely to reach a new all-time high and that FTX is ready to distribute its funds. How does that affect Bitcoin? Remain calm, take a seat, and let's use Bitcoin for this. $63,750 it's up right now. Ethereum is presently trading at 25555, up 2.26% from the previous day. It is currently 5.37%. There will be a dollar envelope with the USDT. We've gained 8% in the last day, with the US dollar holding steady at 99 cents and the XRP hovering at 58 cents on average. Naturally, the early true is a little red. Now, everyone, remember that the important number and resistance for XRP is 60 cents at this point. Every time we have retested or tried to break through, we have always been quite close to 60 cents. From 60 cents, we turned back right away. We feel as though we've been struck in the face. We back off and get away from the bully. In this case, we are attempting to both ignore it and devise and implement a new plan of action. If going straight after the problem doesn't work, we should think about different solutions. Maybe we should make a left or right turn. We might have to make some left and right turns, but we should be all right. The $2 trillion total market capitalization of cryptocurrencies is nothing to worry about. These marketplaces by year's end, it is anticipated to reach $4.5 trillion. Crypt claims that Bitmart is currently selling it for between 11 and 12 times. It is a lovely experience to interact with. FTX will provide its creditors a $16 billion payout in just 2 weeks. Then, a significant quantity of liquidity will return to cryptocurrencies in Q4 of 2024. Yes, $16 billion is a lot of money, but this is also a lot of people. Where will it flow when it gets into the Bitcoin space? If I had to guess, we're not sure. Even though Bitcoin will eventually enter the cryptocurrency world, the majority of it will probably go into stablecoins. All that has to be known is when it will arrive. In terms of cryptocurrency stocks, new highs are being reached. You can see the possible outcomes for Bitcoin in the event that its value drops. Coins will be returned to owners, just like stocks were. Think of investing a tiny amount of money that will provide a large return. The season is almost upon us. It would be sooner than you anticipate if I did pull up the chart. I could not bring it up. The tether chart, which shows all the printed tether ready for deployment on the sidelines, is something I wish I had implemented sooner. With so much tether available, the playbook will work as follows. The altcoin market takes over when Bitcoin loses its appeal. We will start to notice the cash move aside and toward other areas. There won't be an alt season until there is a Bitcoin season. The time to invest in Bitcoin is its increasing trajectory is anticipated to continue. This is a run that you can begin and finish at your leisure. There won't be a 2 or 3 week fireworks show from October until the next year's tax season. We'll see what happens when tax season arrives after this spikes for a few weeks or months. We will be able to witness the altcoin start to move at that point. People get upset that their cryptocurrencies did not move where they had expected and begin selling off, moving money around, and shouting. A lot of people are making calls. Although it doesn't appear to be a full season, that was not the case in 2013. Don't be fooled by them, the time for Bitcoin is here. There is nothing like this season in the past. Then we are given each coin. It's been a few months since I brought up 2025. Nowadays, a lot of people think that 2025 isn't happening the way they had predicted. We are here this year, you know. Not happened and it will undoubtedly happen. All that matters is the kind of cryptocurrency you possess, how far it rises, and who stands to gain the most from it. Everything else will fall into place. Practically everything moves during a bull run. Hope that someone remembers what I am aware of, that the Verge person was apprehended by that trash. Indeed, I did. Some shitcoins can be discovered. It's ridiculous that they even intend to move after 4 months of not talking because of their pairing and locking style. The marketplaces are designed in this way. BlackRock acknowledges that it is quietly preparing the Federal Reserve for a $1 trillion disaster. That aspect of Bitcoin is intriguing. Forbes is the source of this. Remember that this is a senior contributor's view and that no one else's. I think this is the same guy. That name seems to be well known. This independent article blog writer who trash speaks about Zoring Ripple looks to be the same guy who trash talked about Ripple and XRP a few years back. Yes, I do understand, I promise. Rue is present. Please give Paul your full attention. Referring to Sue as the chosen one, he's outlining why she's going to be the star of this cycle and one of the best performers, outperforming nearly everything else in cutting-edge tech and blazing quick transaction Pi transactions, but I can tell that he's not feeling good about it just yet. He was once a good man, one of the wise ones, able to understand concepts like Cardano and XRP. He is, nevertheless, actively trading and pursuing these profitable endeavors, and I promise that he will be paid for his work. But there's a problem with the dude. Check out my previous release. Yes, I am relocating the cryptocurrency token that was discussed on X and of which I am a foundation bore. But I'm not there, I'm silent. I've been talking to people about things that I think won't get any better for a time now, and I've warned them that I think Sue will be one of the persons selected for this cycle. I can assure you that it will occur. It's currently outperforming practically everything since it broke out, but most notably, it's outperforming Solana, which is my big bet. Indeed, I possess 90% of my net worth in Solana, making it my favorite investment. Sue, however, has gotten some tokens in return for joining the foundation, even though they are currently locked away. Actually, I'm not going to be selling. A couple of these are unlocked. Instead of selling, I have been making direct purchases. Well, I think it's the one that was picked. I have no doubt that everything will go without a hitch. In fact, there's a little leeway there. You can imagine everyone thinking, oh my God, they're going to dump so much on you. It was opened a few months back. It's really fairly wonderful right now. Calm, but in a bull market with a really intriguing strategy that has seen pay heed low free float suggests a larger price increase results from less money, and this happens very quickly. Even if you assume that half of the activity occurs in minutes, the chain's latency is still quite short, less than a second for finality. A financial market that is appropriate for gaming. I believe we've heard enough. Indeed, he has a meeting with a board member. How much does he get paid? Folks, it's not a question of whether he gets paid, we all know that he does. Let's speak the truth about it. According to David Schwartz, XRP cannot be incredibly cheap if it costs $1. Instead, they need 1 million XRP, which would come with a $1 million price tag. 1 million XRP would be needed if XRP were to cost $1 million. Nonetheless, the market would be impacted because payments are already less costly as a result of price increases. For instance, you could buy $1 million house for 300 Bitcoin. He is right when he says that higher costs lead to lower payments because an excessive amount can be unfeasible. Look, he says. Morris says that after 7 years, it's still incredibly affordable, at least the last time I looked. Spending $1 million on XRP worth $1 million was necessary to make $1 million. Purchasing XRP will set you back at least $1 million. It's true that purchasing $1 million worth of XRP cost more than $1 million, but David Schwartz keeps avoiding the topic. Perhaps I ought to find out what he means. It may be very cheap, but it couldn't be a penny. I don't know why he's happy with 50 cents these days. I don't think that's it, people, to be really honest. Mantle says he has faith left in him. XRP then discovers that he is in possession of a $2 magnet. The 4x is depicted here. $2 seems reasonable to me. There will be action from XRP. It's a long-term trend that will surpass its all-time high and break all previous highs, so don't give up. It's a test of your patience. Keep trying. Nothing significant has changed as of yet, so don't come back and call Eric a clone of XRP when, in fact, nothing has changed at all. Unexpected resources. Although there have been sporadic coin pumps, the markets have not yet changed, but they will shortly.